All right, part two of that other shit. So I told myself, you know what? Here's how nice I am. I'm gonna show them where they were fucking up at. Tell them, and then show them that I still don't give a fuck. Because think about it, man. I'm showing you that this is where you're fucking up at. And I'm like, all right, let's still go to jail though. I ain't arguing with y'all. Because I'm like, man, think about it, man. This is your system. If this is your system and I'm just born into it, that means you can manipulate it any way you want to because it's your system. If I invented a video game and in the middle of a video game, that shit go totally left, it's my video game. You're just playing it. I mean, think about it. I didn't have an option in this point. Everybody, I heard a person ask me, why you just won't leave the country? I'm on fucking probation. Well, why you don't leave the country before that? What point did I have to leave the country? I mean, honestly, what point did I have? I'm not the one that's doing fucked up shit. They are. You think I'm going to leave this shit because they fucked up? Man, fuck you. Now, here's why I'm saying this shit. All right. So, first and foremost, I did everything by the book to even get the attention of all these motherfuckers in high places, I guess. Because people in DC don't know about me. Don't nobody in fucking Congress know about me. Only a few motherfuckers who want to hide shit know all this shit, and they just ask for favors. A lot of people think that I'm sitting here talking about the government is after me. The government don't know a fuck thing about me because I'm still getting shit in the mail. Like they don't know me. It's just only a few people like, look, man, look, this nigga right here is doing this shit. All right, go ahead. They'll look at the names and be like, okay, cool. They'll probably look at a face and be like, all right, cool. But other than that, nobody is concerned about me. I ain't causing no ruckus out here, man. I just said some fuck nigga shit to some fuck nigga people. That's it. I'm like, y'all some fuck niggas. And I get arrested for that shit. Now, why am I saying this shit? All right. So, you know the story. I ain't got to get into the details. I ain't got to get into the logistics of it. The logistics I am going to get into are the inadequacies that were highlighted to Laura Hastings. When the FBI came and picked me up July 28, 2021, I was coming from a coffee shop. When I came from that coffee shop, my baby mama was at the house with my son. And her daughter was gone somewhere. I guess she was her bitch ass daddy. And so she was like, hey, we're going to go somewhere. The FBI is going to come here and talk to you. I said, what the fuck? I said, all right. I guess I'm ready to get arrested now because she told me they came to talk. That's what she told me. But I'm like, you know what? She's a black woman in America that don't know shit because she know everything. Really think about it. Now, as the FBI came, I seen a whole bunch of beautiful ass white women in the FBI uniform. Jeans and t-shirt and they fucking vest. I said, God damn, are we, fashion photo shooting shit? They were the baddest white bitches. I'm telling you, they were gorgeous. I said, shit, I didn't know if I was at a college campus or whatever. But they had some bitch ass motherfuckers with them. So they were like, hey man, like, you gonna have to put your hands behind your back and all that shit. You know, the legalities and shit. I said, hey, before y'all do that shit, let me do something right fast. So I sat down on the curb and I looked at the sky. I said, shit, is this what you want from me? I asked you for a lot and this is what you giving me? I said, shit, all right, cool, man. I said, now I'm ready. Let's do this shit. So, really think about it for a second. I throw them the fuck off doing that shit. I throw them the fuck off. Because I'll make myself look crazy before them. Man, God saying the foolish things of the word to confound the wise. Because the reason why I'm doing that shit, because I was really praying to God. I said, God, this is what you gave me? For real? All right, cool, man. What I was looking at, I wrote a whole bunch of shit now. I wrote a whole bunch of shit. You got it. Within that, you didn't really read it. One of the things I said, hey, I'm ready to get arrested. But here's the thing. When y'all arrest me, here's what I want from y'all. I want y'all to bring me a bunch of bad white bitches. This is what I want. Bring them to me when y'all arrest me. That's what I want to see. I want to see if y'all really listen to me. They listen. They brought all those bad white bitches. It was like 7 of them out there. I mean, 5 of them fell away, but 2 of them still stayed. They just came out there to see what I was working with. White women love me. White women are infatuated with me. Why? Because I understand them. Man, white women just want somebody to talk to. That's it. They just want somebody to talk to and fuck when they need to fuck. Nothing more, nothing less. That's why they get with the husbands they get with. Because shit, at some point, they love that, what they get. Conversation and good fucking. But then guess what? That shit grows stale after a while. Because white women love excitement. Man, think about it. You're a free person. You're free. Black women, y'all are confined like a motherfucker. How? You'll get with a man and be like, he is not fucking nobody else but me. And that man is saying, yep, I am just with her. That's it. And I look at y'all and say, y'all are dumb as shit. Man, think about how many men that you look at and you be like, man, what I wouldn't do to that. And you find yourself gaining weight because you're not happy with yourself because you want to be with one man. Man, look at me, man. I don't even work out on the strength of I would be too great out here. Man, I don't work out because I would be the sexiest motherfucker out here and there would be a challenge for nobody else out here. I wouldn't be a challenge, I mean. Because I'm like, shit, man, think about it. You go to that person over me. All right, cool. You're lost. I pass by married women all the time. Hey, man, can I get your number? I know you're married. I'm looking at the ring. Well, I'm married. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to be your friend, to be honest with you. I really am. And I do fuck my friends. I'm just saying. We can play words with friends. What's that word? Sex. Fuck. Let's do it. Those are my words with my friends. Because I'm just playing words with friends. You need to take them seriously if you really want to be my friend. Now, they'll tell me that shit, and I say that shit, and then they'll come back at me with, I just can't do that. I'll be like, all right, your loss. And I walk away. I meant that shit. I'm like, that's your loss. Really think about it. If the person that you're with, if your husband, boyfriend, whoever, won't allow you to take another man's number, he's a bitch. Honestly, really think about it. Your wife, your girlfriend can't have a male friend that she meets randomly in the streets. I have met so many women that I have said, look, man, I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend or husband. Just get my number. I can be your friend. I'll talk to him for you. Look, man, I asked her to be my friend. I mean, think about it. If we were 8 years old, it would be acceptable. Hell, if we were 13 years old, this would be acceptable. If we were 16 years old, it would be acceptable. But now we're adults, it's not acceptable because you're with her. If you were with her in high school, guess what? She would still be my friend. So what's different? What's different? And I ain't finna fight over no woman. I am not. That's one thing I do not do. Why would I fight over a person? Really think about it. That shit ain't worth it. If it's worth dying, fuck it. If that person is worth dying for, then shit, kill yourself for. That's how I look at shit. Romeo and Juliet. That's all they did. Think about it, man. One of them tried to fake their death so they can run away together. They were like, shit, man, I'd rather die. And one of them actually died. Because they were like, I can't live without this person. And then once that person woke up, they said, oh, shit, you dead for real? I died for a short time. Shit, fuck it. Let me get that knife and kill myself too. That's love. That's what love is all about. Because think about it. They gonna fuck each other for the rest of their lives. Why? Because they understood each other. So now, once one person adapts, the other person adapts with them. Because they symbiotic. That's what a relationship is. That's why the Bible says do not be unequally yoked. If you're unequally yoked, then shit, guess what? When that person want to fuck somebody else and you don't, shit, you unequally yoked. Because now if that person want to fuck somebody else, guess what? You're going to be okay with that shit. Man, baby, look. I'm thinking about fucking a neighbor. What do you think? Is she worth it, you think? I think so. I mean, because I've been talking to her for a while. And the thing about it, every time we talk, feelings get involved. Man, my dick gets so hard that I got to come back and fuck you. And you know that I'm fucking you because of her. So shit, let me just go ahead and get the shit out of the way. Baby, you right. Go ahead and fuck the shit out of her and just see how it goes. Because you never know. I might be fucking her too if things go good. If not, then shit, guess what? She gonna be in love with you. And now I gotta come over there and tell her, look, I agree with that him, he had to fuck you and shit. Because, man, think about it. Y'all had some strong attachments and shit. So here's what I'm gonna do for you. You're like a fangirl pretty much. That's what you are. But if you really wanna be in our circle, then shit, you gotta be friends with all of us. I don't mind y'all fucking, I don't. But we gotta be open and honest about a lot of shit out here. We're friends before we're lovers. We're friends first before anything. So that means if he fuck somebody else, then I can't do anything about that because as a friend, I know how he is. That's how love truly is. That's unconditional love. But guess what? You don't want to see it that way because y'all want to just fuck one person. Now, those white women, they understand that shit. But here's the thing. They're selective with that shit because a lot of shit is discreet with them. I'm open with my shit. Man, I pass by couples all the time. Y'all like a lovely couple. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I go to the park sometimes and wear shorts with no drawers just to tempt couples. Look, man, look, I understand that you're a man, but look at what I'm working with for your wife. Because shit, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all into this shit. Man, think about it. I had a lot of couples pass by me multiple times to check me out. I think that's a good one right there. What do you think? Yeah, because you don't give a fuck. You can tell by my demeanor I don't give a fuck. But you really think I truly care? No, you pretend that I care. That's the difference between you and me. When somebody tell me they don't care, I'm like, all right, you don't care. When somebody tell you they don't care, no, you do care. Why should I care because you care? I mean, I was thinking about it. All right, why am I saying this shit? The inadequacies I'm talking about with the FBI. I just went off a tangent just because I can do that shit. I still didn't get off the main topic. Now, once they arrested me, I went to Brooklyn MDC and all that shit. I stayed in there overnight. The next day I had to go to court. This is where things get interesting. The dude gave me my clothes and he looked in the pocket and he was like, hold the fuck up. How you got money and shit in here? I said, blessing in disguise. That's all I can tell you. He gave me my shit and we went to court. The FBI, they, you know what I'm saying, checked my pockets and shit and they were like, hold the fuck up. Where this shit come from? I said, you all to search me. That dude got that shit and said, man, we fucked up. Why? Because I want you to really think about something. A lot of people know this shit, but they don't actually do the shit because who's going to challenge this shit? I mean, think about it. It's your system. Who's going to just take my word for shit? Now, when you don't search somebody and you find anything on that person's person, shit, you got to let that shit go. That person has no charges at that point. Because think about it, man, you just basically snatch somebody up off the street. That's a violation of the Third Amendment. Now, nobody challenge that shit because they don't know how to challenge that shit. Look, man, think about it. You found that shit and there are witnesses. Now, y'all don't have body cams on you because you're FBI. FBI does whatever the fuck they want. Don't believe me? Ask any FBI agent. Man, we can get on a plane and go anywhere we want to, anywhere, and don't have to pay for it. All we gotta do is just flash our badge. I thought that shit was fake when I saw that shit on TV. They just flash their badge, they can do whatever the fuck they want. That shit is for real. Now I gotta look at everything with an observant eye. Once you get into the system, dumbass niggas don't pay attention. I look at everything. I'm like, shit, man, when the FBI apprehended me, we went to a local UPS store. And behind the UPS store was a fucking detainee center. I said, y'all ain't got enough space in New York to fucking separate buildings? You telling me the FBI is working with the UPS? Man, come on, man. What the fuck, man? You gotta be kidding me. But this is normal to everybody else, though. I'm walking through with handcuffs on, and I'm looking at niggas packing up boxes in the UPS, looking at me. And I'm looking at them like, hold the fuck up. Why y'all looking at me walking through with handcuffs? Working. And I'm walking through y'all center. But this shit's normal to y'all, though. All right, I'll come back after these messages, I guess.